Greetings and blessings, Hydran and Sistren, human family. Jesse Tree here, coming at you with a little piece of myself here. I haven't done a video in a couple years now, really. A couple short ones, but I've had some things in my heart that I feel that it would be good to share, because I believe many of us are feeling this right now very strongly. So what I wanted to talk about was Standing Rock. Now, I can never be disparaging of my dear mother. She is my guiding light, and I love her dearly, but I was very surprised this morning to find out that she had no idea that this pipeline was even happening on, fracking on reservation, trying to understand how it could be that in such a time, so many people are distracted by the political games, the elections, etc., and these things happen while our attention is sort of, distracted. So I think this is, very kind of diabolical, pre-planned, premeditated sort of behavior that sort of the elite class, as it were, has been perpetrating on the people for a long, long time. Most of us know all this information. Many do not. But whatever the case, as a permaculturalist, as a human being on the earth, I think everybody, no matter what stripe you are or where you come from, is feeling right now sort of the call of the Earth Mother asking us to please take care of her and quit, this destructive behavior of ours. So that's pretty heavy in my heart right now. I really feel to go out there. I'm having difficulty to some degree coming up with the funds I need to maintain my livelihood and my family and stuff here. I'm consciously and intentionally working to change that. I love my brother Shine told me, we should remove try from our language. I think that's wisdom. So I'm working to create, new abundance through permaculture, and that's something that I feel is at the crux of this. We all feel the pressure, the financial pressure, the environmental pressure, the political pressure, etc. That is just exerting itself on us right now, and it's a pretty powerful undercurrent and anxiety that I feel a lot of people carry. And I had this feeling many years ago, 20 years ago or more, that humans have become out of balance with the planet, and that we really need to work toward a more, I don't like the word sustainable. Sustainable is kind of a buzzword, kind of greenwash word. It kind of implies like the same word survival does, and that's that you're just barely scraping along, holding it together. We need to be able to thrive collectively, I feel, on the planet, and that we're perfectly capable of doing that. Permaculture offers a wide number of solutions to this, and this is where I feel I can stand ground with Standing Rock, since I can't physically make it out there right now like I'd like to, is to help impart information, tools, what have you, to the effect of being the change we want to see in the world, undermining the monetary system, actually, not in an anarchy. I don't know what the anarchist sort of sense. I don't know what the word is there precisely, but that I want to use, but more in the sense of creating a whole new economy, a whole new paradigm based on earth care based on permaculture principles, care of the earth, care of people, and the return of all surplus, so that we are, in our economics, our waste goes to fulfill another need, another business. It helps. There is no waste in nature. It's all put back to use. It's all benefits another system, and that's a way in which we could, cultivate a new sort of economic system, new methods of building, or old methods like this cob building I'm standing in now. Building out of the earth is, I think, a powerful metaphor of kind of our state on the planet. We're all of a mind that we're convinced that we have to pay to live here. No other animal pays to live on the planet. We don't need to pay rent here. We are free men. Free dome. A free mind. A free dome. Freedom. That's what we're seeking. I feel collectively, I think that's what Mother Earth is urging us to, and through the ways of nature. So I have built this building here for $0, except for the straw bales that I purchased, built out of our loving hands, my family and mine, and people who have come to our classes and workshops. So I love that this building is imbued with the energy of friends and ourselves and our children, and it's a breathable, biodegradable, long-lasting, structure, and that ties into the whole issue of sovereignty too. I feel most of us, I certainly feel palpably, sort of like I've been working my whole life to just gain my sovereignty, and that's a continual path, I think, for all. But I think a lot of us have been convinced to give up our sovereignty. So I can go on, and really the crux of the matter is I feel it's time to step up as a community to take ownership and be sovereign of our health through our diet, our economics through a right livelihood, and through a livelihood based with nature, through a gift economy and sharing. I have another quick anecdotal thing to share of a tool that is helpful way forward. This brother that I met at the Univai Festival that we just participated in at Las Golondrinas in Santa Fe. It was an awesome festival, a lot of gathering of intention with like minds who are working towards this same path, and it was very powerful. And this brother Joseph, everyone was going around just recognizing the light in each other's eyes and giving each other love, warmth, and hugs, without even sharing names or even a word, and it was beautiful to see people treating each other with respect like that. And this brother Joseph came to us because my son was wearing a free hug shirt, and he quit his job to travel the world and study about the health-giving effects of hugs, and to share hugs. He appropriately pointed out the distinction between giving or needing a hug versus sharing a hug. And we talked about the science of the heart for a while, and he was explaining how in a hug, in the first 10 seconds, you start to excrete norepinephrine. After 20, you start secreting serotonin and dopamine. After 30, it starts to be oxytocin. And then the cerebral spinal fluid becomes more liquid. Now you're talking about Reiki. And we were talking about the electromagnetic dynamo that is your heart, that is in subtle conversation with all things in creation all the time. Trying to have that conversation means that we need to connect with nature. We need to connect with each other, hug each other, recognize the light and love. And without words, we can do a grand amount of healing just on those levels and on the vibratory level of working with your inner work. So I just felt the need to speak to all these things. It's been pressing on my mind, having more financial concerns this year, having the election, the Standing Rock, etc., feel there's a very strong need right now to hold and create and maintain some strong boundaries of what is sane in our lives anymore. Most of us rush around too much. We don't connect with our children. We're on the screens all the time. We're stressed out, and we just work, and whittle our lives away. And it's time to reclaim our lives and the things that it means to be human, to care about each other and to care about the earth, and just to care. So I think that's all I have to say. Blessings, greetings, much love, and may you all be well. Peace.